Hello, this is just a quick little video to show you how to add a image or a photo to the background of my editable game board templates. It's really easy to do. If you want to just add one photo to the back of one page or a one-page design, all you do is you click on your image to add it to the workspace, then click and drag in the corners to resize it and crop it so that it fits the area that you'd like it to fit. Once you've cropped it, you can double click on the image and slide the picture around to adjust it in the frame, and then right click on the design and go to layer and send it to the back. In this template that I'm using as an example, it's actually a four-piece game board, and there are white backgrounds. So when you send it to the back, it sends it behind that white background. You can either delete the white background or you can change the transparency on it. I like to change the transparency because then you can soften the image of the background color so it's not so bright or harsh and distracting from the game board spaces. When you want to add one image to the four-page design, start out by making a new workspace by just on the page thumbnails at the bottom, just click on the plus and it'll add a blank page, and then go over to elements in the left column and go to frames and click a single image frame. You don't want to click the grid one because you don't want the pieces to be stuck together, the frames to be stuck together. You just want a single frame, but then you want to duplicate it so that there are four of them. And once you've got four of them, you can either Control C, Control V to copy paste, or you can click the little duplicate button when you've got the frame itself selected, and then line them all up right next to each other as if it would be when you print out the game board itself. And then go over and click on your image that you'd like to add. Once you add it to your workspace, you want to also duplicate that 4 times. You'll notice when you drag the image around, if your mouse is over the frame, it'll try to add the photo to the frame. So we don't want to do that just yet. First, we want to duplicate it so that you have 4 of them, just like you did with the frames. And then individually click and drag each of those copies into the different frames so that you've got 4 of the same image. They don't line up or anything, but you've got 4 of the same image and they're the same size in the same size frame. And then from there, you can go to each one and double click on it, resize it, just grab the corner and drag down so that it lines up, so that the photo lines up with the top and the bottom of the 4 frames that you have. This will make it really easy to make the pictures the same size. And again, you can double click on it to adjust that first one around in the frame where you want. And then all the other ones we're going to line up to that first one. So just double click on the next frame underneath it and resize it the same way, and then slide it in the frame so that it lines up perfectly with the first one that you did. And then just work your way around all 4 of the frames. When you're all done, you should end up with what looks like one big image, but it's split up onto 4 different frames. It's really important that you use a square frame when you're doing this because the board games themselves are square frames, and that will make it really easy to line everything up correctly. Once you've got everything lined up, you're ready to put those individual frames onto the individual board pages. So select the first one and hit Control C to copy it, then pop over on the thumbnails at the bottom to that first page of the game board, the upper left page, and then hit Control V, and that's going to paste that image onto that page. And from there you can just resize it to fit the white box background from the game board itself. Then go over to right click on it and go over to layer and click to send to back. And you can go up to the transparency slider up at the top and make that image lighter if you like, or you can just completely remove the white square if you want. I like to leave the white square on though, so you can change with the transparency and make it a softer image. And then just repeat that process for all 4 pages. Each of the pages notes on it which section of the game board that is, so you can use that to help figure out which square goes to which page. If you don't want to add an image, you can also just click on the white box and change the color to a different colored background. But I think it's kind of fun to do the different pictures, and I really like doing this, splitting the picture up into 4 images so that it creates one cohesive background. This is just one of the ways that you can customize these templates. There are tons of free images on Canva that you can use. You can also go to the upload icon on the left and upload your own clip art graphics or digital paper backgrounds, things like that you can customize the game with. It's just such a versatile template. You really can do so much with it. I can't wait to see how you guys use this design. Feel free to post pictures with your product reviews in my shop. Or if you are on Instagram, you can post pictures there and tag me at TSR Crafts. And I'd love to see how your game turns out. Don't forget, when you're all done, go up to that share button in the upper right hand corner and click on download from there. I'd recommend downloading it as PNG files or possibly JPEG files. That should flatten everything and keep everything in place for you. That's it for this video. So if you have any other questions about how to use this template, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm always happy to help and can put together a quick walkthrough video like this one if you need help on a specific step. Thanks for watching.